Good evening folks, and welcome to this video. As the title said, we're going to be flying a Log776 flight this evening, and it is Log776 from Edinburgh to Inverness. It's a cargo flight, generally done around 3 AM in real time. For the flight this evening, we'll be using Lima Golf November, which is a Saab 340, which is sitting here at stand 205 Edinburgh. I've turned on some traffic, which is from world traffic, which gives us a little bit more realism to what's going on. We can see us over here at the cargo apron, parked up alongside some West Atlantic cargo aircraft. There's a British Airways in the background, and to my starboard side we've got a DHL and another West Atlantic. So moving on to our flight plan, if I just run through things with that. At the top we've got the flight number, which is Log776. The flight plan is today, Edinburgh to Inverness, Lima Golf November. And what other information is useful here? It's a Saab 340B. The estimated takeoff time is down as being 7:15 with an arrival in Inverness at 8:01. We're slightly behind schedule. Real time at the moment is 7:28. Our takeoff weights estimated at about 12.5 ton, with an approximate landing weight of 12.3, which we won't be using very much fuel if this calculation is correct. I reckon for the flight we'll probably use about just over a ton of fuel, 1,053 kilograms. What other information? It's got an average winds for tonight, 244 at 47 knots. What else is here that's useful? Not very much really. Our actual trip fuel is 291 kilograms, quarter of a ton, which isn't an awful lot, but there we go. Block full fuel to 1,098 kilograms. Moving on to the alternative. I didn't actually put in an alternative airport. However, if there's some issues when we get to Inverness, we will divert to the nearest airport, which is Aberdeen. Our routing for this evening should be departing runway 24 on a Greece 3 Charlie departure to Greece, direct to Findle, and then we'll be using a visual approach hopefully to runway 23. Moving on to the next page, we've got our times. We're out at 7:15, wheels up at 23 minutes past. We're landing about 8:15, and we should be at the terminal at 8:20. We've no packs. Our cargo's 3.1 ton, giving our payload a 3.1 ton, and the fuel weights are back on this page as well. The next page shows our navigation points. We'll be taking off from Edinburgh runway 24, as I said. We'll be climbing straight ahead to an unidentified waypoint before taking a right-hand turn, to Greece, with a flight level of, at that point, of 11,300 feet. Our airspeed will be around about 240 knots. There's various wing components in this column, and an outside temperature at that point to be about -15. We'll continue to Greece, and then at our top of descent we'll fly direct to Findu at flight level 160 with a indicated airspeed of 285, which gives us an outside temperature at that point of -25. Our wind information, we're sort of looking at about, during the climb, 241 at 49 knots, -23, top of climb 241 at 47, top of descent 246 at 44, and then our descent will be 240 at 33, so it's quite consistent, the wind coming from 240. Our flight plan shows it there. If we were going on VATSIM, we were putting this information on our flight plan as well, but we're actually going to fly this flight offline. The weather for the flight, the current status at Edinburgh, taken at 6:50 this evening. Our wind is 220 from 09, which is runway 24. Visibility is good, few clouds at 3,500 feet, temperature +5, QNH 1005, and it's anticipated using the same METAR time that at Inverness it will be 240 at 11 knots, visibility good, and few at 1,500 feet, temperature +4, QNH 1002. So all in all, it should be a good flight. There is a probability there of rain and drizzle, a temporary METAR for later on, but we'll see how we get on. The NOTAMs, there's some various NOTAMs have been pulled into the flight plan as well round about Edinburgh. There's taxi lanes closed due to hotel 2 due to work, there's cranes, there's all kinds of things which we will not be experiencing on this flight. If we move down to the maps, there's our routing there, out from Edinburgh, right hand turn up to Greece, follow the Greece instrument departure to Greece itself, direct up to Findu on Inverness. There's no great weather problems and all of that. There's our winds up there, we're reckoning between 20 and 30 knots, as I said earlier, so not too bad. There's our climb profile, vertical profile, top of descent, top of climb, etc, etc. So that's our flight plan. The most important page I have to think about at this moment is that page. So if I move that off the screen, and I'll just give you a overview of Project Fly. Now, most of my online flights I record on Project Fly. I've been using Project Fly for about a year. I've done 370 hours on Project Fly and about 160 flights. My most used aircraft at the time was an EasyJet A320 Echo Zulu Tango Delta, but tonight we're in the Saab 340. So if I go to the radar and hit Project Fly, we should see us sitting there. So there's us just getting ready to get loaded up. So we'll nip over to the aircraft and I will go and set up all relevant weights before returning to the cockpit. So we're currently airside, and what we need to do now is to jump inside the cockpit and get things prepared. So here we are, and it's all very dark. So let's just see if I can locate what I'm looking for here regarding batteries and the like. So I turn that battery on and do that battery on, and we need our dome light, which is that one. You'll need to excuse the camera. I was actually playing about with track IR, so I'm my views are a little bit off. So we've got power to the aircraft on the battery at the moment, so the next thing we need to do is to power up the GPU. We'll get rid of all the blocks. External power is now available, so we'll connect that. We'll turn on the nav lights, put on the seat belts and no smoking, although we haven't got any because we're a cargo flight. So there's something screaming at me from the cockpit here, so we'll turn that off. We need to switch on our avionics, which is this one here. Just to run through the overhead panel, we've got the ice protection panel up in the top left, which everything's off at the moment. We move down to the engine panel, which has got the aircraft heat and so on, and the generator master switches, they're all set as standard. The stabilizer and wing panel, which again set as standard. We've got our internal lights, which we don't change. We then move on to your fuel panel. The fire warning panels below that. We've got the propeller engine panel with a start switch, igniters. Moving down, we've got internal lights. We have the dome light, panel lights, etc. External lights at this moment, we've only got the nav light on. Beacon and strobe are off. The DC electric panel is on external power. The avionics panel is all switched on. The battery power is on the batteries, but external power generators are off. The light and the cabin lights are on, and the air conditioning we just leave as automatic. The bleeds are set as standard. Emergency lights are on. Again, there won't be any on this as it is a cargo craft. Moving down our main cockpit panel, we've got the clock. Below the clock we've got the VOR DMA gauge, our primary flight instrument display here, displaying our altitude and vertical speed, heading, etc. Below this we have our navigation display. To the right of that we've got the manual altimeter, which is the old style. Now, one thing I've actually forgotten to do here, which I will do, is go to Project Fly and export the weather to Active Sky. It's Active Sky Next that we're using for generating our weather for this flight. So what we're needing to find here is EGPH to EGPE, which is not on the list. That's because I'm in the wrong folder. EGPH, EGPE, generated on the 6th of February. Open that into Active Sky, and that now gives me my weather briefings, etc. on Active Sky. So the current conditions at the departure airport has the reported pressure at 29.56 millibars. So just zoom in there and we'll set that at 29. I say? 29.65. And we'll nip along to the first officer's side and do the same there. 29.65. It's a wee bit temperamental. 29.65 checked. Okay, what else do we need to do here? We are needing to make sure the parking brakes app, which it is, we need to reset our flight controls. So ground idle, fuel off. We need to dial in the comms. If we were online we would put in 122.8 in there, but I'm not going to change that. Our transponder for this flight is set at 2200, so we're happy with that. And the next thing we need to do is to switch on our Garmin. So we'll wait for that to pop up. Seem to be sitting an awful lot further back from the cockpit than I would like, but that's because, like I say, I had track IR on. So our flight plan, I always get this wrong. So oh, that's a zoom. That's not right. Menu, flight plan. Go. Push your cursor in there and we're looking for I didn't export it to there either, so export the route to Xplane. Done. So EGPH, EGPE, so it's the next couple of lines down. There we go. We'll have that. Enter. And it tells me that we haven't done it on a comparable nav cycle. That's fine. So, just to recap our route to make sure that we've taken things in correctly, we are off from Edinburgh, right hand turn to Perth, up to Findoo, and then into Inverness. So everything appears to be fine there. So we can close that and just take a quick look outside. We've still got this DHL behind us. We've got more cargo craft to our left, and we should be now thinking about going ahead to start the, in this instance it'll be the number 2 engine, because the ground power unit is on the left hand side of the aircraft. Okay, we're back in the cockpit. What I would like to do actually before I go and start the aircraft is give you an overview on Navigraph charts, what we're doing. There's our route in there, out of Edinburgh, Greece, Findoo, up to Inverness. But if we go to the charts for Edinburgh, we want to see the airport chart up on the side, and we also want to see the Greece 3 Charlie departure chart, which is there, which tells me that we need to be initially flying runway heading of 24. So we go back to the aircraft and set this up. So our heading, which is done on this aircraft from down here, is A24, which is 2 2324238 I think it is, actual heading. Our course to intercept after that would be 352.113. Sorry, 352 from UW. So 352. So 352 is there, and it's a from. So the arrow's actually pointing back to Edinburgh, and the NDB for Edinburgh is 368. Oh, let's dial that in. 368. I'll stick that above the bar. Okay, our initial altitude that we want to be flying at to Greece is 6,000 feet. We'll go up the cockpit, and we want to set our altitude to 6,000 feet. Up here, like so. That's that done. Reset that. We want to do heading, and we also want to do, turn on some floodlights here so we can see what we're doing, and turn on some instrument lights and some lower cockpit floodlights as well. We're on a heading up here initially, and we want to go a vertical speed of around about 1800 feet a minute initially. So we'll set our vertical speed like so. Just a quick overview of the cockpit then. Our speed bag, we don't really want to be going more than 200 knots on departure, so we'll set that roughly to 200. Our data on ADF, sorry, grab that, and we want that one on VOR. Our VORs, going back to here then, we're going to Perth, so we want to know the VOR for Perth. So let's go back to our flight plan. It's 110.4, so let's just dial that in. 110.4. Put that up the bar. Nav 2 we'll set to 110.4. Nav 1 standby will be Inverness, which is 109.2. And Nav 2 standby will set to Inverness. Nav 1 and Nav 2 are both the same. Why is that? Okay, well, leave that as it is then. Doesn't appear to be wanting to do as it's told. Okay, that's fine, can handle that. Right, so with all that done, we should be thinking about starting the engines. So, quick look outside. I mean, the Schoolboy our number 2 engine actually has the ground power unit under it, so its number 1 engine will start first. So let's head up the top, and what we want to be doing is turn on the throttle quadrant back down the bottom, which is handy. Turn both our engines to start, and we want to select engine number 2. So that sort of kills the panel. I'll put the beacon on. I'm going to start the wrong engine. Well, you get my drift. The chap that's going to disconnect the ground power unit will have to do it from behind. So when we're at that, then we'll start engine 1. I should really push back from here, but I think what I'll do is I'll just take a tight left-hand turn, which will see me out to the that'll see me out to the taxiway. So we'll turn on our generators, we'll reset our air conditioning, we'll turn on the main inverter, which gives us all the power and things we need, and we can actually now turn off the external power. So we now go to the ground control, give it a hum, job done. Quickly reset our view to the cockpit. Our Garmin resets itself, so we have to rejig that. Quick control check, left, right, forward, back, and reach in for the pedals, full right, full left. There we go, well done. We can advance our throttles to advance our fuel, to maximum now. We can take down first level of flaps, which we don't really need, but we'll use anyway. I'll save arming the Corson and the built-in FADEC at the moment until I get to the taxiway. So our trims as well, when we're down here, we'll set our takeoff trim to around about halfway. Our rudder yaw trim's fine in the middle, and that is the aircraft pretty ready to go. We'll turn on our standby pitot, everything else is good, and we'll stick on a taxi light. So quick look outside. Engine's going, beacon's on, taxi light's on. Everything seems to be sounding pretty good. So we will now attempt to taxi to runway 24. So we'll go our ground chart again and put on our little marker. There's us sitting there, pink marker, so we want to go up the North Apron onto Papa, hang a right along Alpha to Delta, stop at Delta 1 where we'll carry out some more checks before departing. So we'll engage the, maybe not, that's refusing to do it. We'll engage the front steering, which I think I did, so I mapped a button for that. Kick off the brakes, and let's see if we can get this baby to turn. Here we go. Probably just nicked that propeller on the way past. In real life, what I should have done was push back and started the running off There's some more traffic ahead of us over there. Looks like a Q400 or a ATR 72. Right, let's see if we can get a bit of go on this thing. It looks like I've only got one throttle actually. There's a problem. I am using the wrong throttle, that's why. Okay. Got an error now. I'm only using one throttle, very handy. Right. Make it a little bit better now, we've got both throttles. as it should. Just doesn't want to move. There we are. She's not wanting to move. I'll turn. There we are. Seems to need an awful lot of power to get into taxi this evening. Just going up the North Xplane taxiway. We have a Jet 2 sitting there. We have our cargo planes. It's got a clear night. There's a flyby I was on about, so we'll stop and let him past. Using my Microsoft Sidewinder as a tiller, and I'm using my CH yoke and throttle. Oh, this is good. This is what I love about ground traffic. He's going to come and play chicken with me now. Okay. Come on. Yeah, very good. So he's not there. He's not doing what he wants. We've got an easy jet coming past us as well. I better hope he doesn't want to try and get in here. The airport's pretty busy. So let's go and see what's what. We'll just nip in before the next easy jet comes along. I have been playing around with my controls slightly from aircraft to aircraft, which is probably why things aren't quite working as smooth as they should. Let's have a quick mouthful of tea before we depart. For this easy jet to depart. Which will give me a wee bit of time to nip up top and turn on our auto Corson. Set that to 110, arm up, and good to go. So that's easy jet away. Let's light up our strobes and stick on our landing lights, our wing lights. Look like that looks from outside. Pretty good. Forward to the holding point. I do have checklists which I use, but for this video I have decided no, I will not be using them. Actually say ground idle. There we go. That's easy jet heading off. Getting on final. We have an aircraft coming in on final. If we're good, we we'll nip out in front of him. Okay, set that to take off in a bit. It should automatically spool up to take off thrust, which is already set. A wee bit nose down. Steer it with the rudder down the runway. Whoops. 80 knots. Pull up my chart with departure on it. You see that we're heading in the right direction, and what I want to do, pull up that, and I want to zoom this out a wee bit. Flaps up. So it's at 1400 feet. So what we want to do now is we want to turn on the autopilot, which in this aircraft is a little bit tricky. While it's on, that should now put us back on our runway heading. Drop the props down a wee bit. Should continue to lift us up at 1800 feet a minute. At our point there, and what I want to do is to follow our plan and stick on nav. so we're now in a steady climb, and I'll turn this on to climb thrust. Set our altitude up to our cruising altitude of 16,000 feet. Set. Climb. That'll put us on a high speed climb, 180 knots. To our cruising altitude of 16,000 feet. So our pressure setting now is 2992, which is standard. Set that on both sides. 1, 2. Across to the first officer again. 2 heads. 292. Thing as we climb up through 8,000 feet. Continue our climb, turn the lights off now at 10,000 feet. And we'll see you at the top of descent. We're back in the cockpit again, this time with a fresh cup of tea, and if we just check our navigation to see where we are, we're just north of Perth. Heading up to the beacon at the Inverness called INS. We're at 16,000 feet, just shy of 200 knots, with a bit of a side wind. Everything appears to be as it should. We've reduced our torque and our props down a wee bit to the green level, sitting about 68-70 degrees, which is ample for a cruise. A fair bit outside wind rattling through. I do have a plug-in which deals with the ambient sound things, so I probably should have turned that down before I started the flight because it's very noisy. I am actually going to sound down a little bit if I remember how. There we go. top of descent, we're at 16,000 feet. We want to be at 4,000 feet, get over the INS beacon. So rules of 3, 16 less 4 is 12, times 3 is 36. We want to start our top of descent about 36 miles south of INS. According to our onboard computer here, our Garmin, we're 47 miles out from the INS beacon on a 168 radial. So we've got to go yet before we start our top of descent, but what I'll do at this point is I will tune the nav1 to our ILS, which is 18.2, 0.5 even. I think. Let's just double check. Nice charts. Load up the approach plate. It's 108.5 for IDX and it's a course of 234. So we'll go back to our course and set that to, well, set our course to 234. Track, excuse me. Go check where we are. Got a time coming up on our left. Move our back up where we want to be. We're 39 miles out, so at this point it might be advantageous to set our height at 4,000 feet, which is a lot higher than where we'd expect to be actually to capture the glide. 4,000 feet initially. We'll just nip on to the charts for a second. Our initial approach chart into Inverness. You can see that probably. We should be 11 miles out at 2,500 feet. So let's just do that. Set that at 2,500. Vertical speed of vertical speed of about 1,500 feet a minute. And we want to set our altitude at 2,500 feet. Inverness in the foreground. Reduce our speed down to flight idle. Minimum takeoff actually for our descent. And what we want to be doing is, yeah, we've got 32 miles to run. A very clear night actually. There's probably somewhere having more Aberdeenshire or the like. Reduce our speed down again. Could probably reduce our vertical speed down to about 1900 feet a minute. We'll just QNH Inverness is 1003, which is 29.62, but our transition altitude in Inverness is 3000 feet. Just nip to the charts for a second. We have there's us there, coming up a beam Gussie, between Nesdy and Gussie, which is on the November 560 airway. We're just going out with the airway. So everything looks good actually. Speed's a little high, we'll take our speed down, flight idle. Like so. Of my golden lab, always likes to know what I'm up to. Flying the aircraft. Nav 2 set at Inverness 109.2, Nav 1 9.2, 108.5 below the bar. Altitude of 1000 feet with 2100 feet in places, so we're heading kind of direct INS at the moment, but 11 miles out I want to start going right and follow this 10-mile arc to intersect the ILS. So that we're following the tracks out. There's Inverness ahead of us. Want to be doing now, that's us probably coming up to 11 miles, yeah, so let's just start turning the arc ahead, sort of 30 degrees east. The airport in front of us there. Just set our transition at the moment, which I said was 103, I think. switch to the ILS. We're still actually quite tight, so I'd like to go a bit more to the left. Beacon outbound a little bit, because we are maybe 6 miles away from the airport. We can reduce our speed again. Coming down nicely. We'll set our speed back to about 140, 120 even for approach. Just there. The outside. The airport over there. We want to pick up the landing system, which is a wee bit annoying. So we're flying outbound. Okay, that's a town in there, I think. Let's just check our charts. Yeah, we're okay. Okay, artist here, Nairn. Right there. Our speed's dropping like a stone. Let's get a bit more speed. Should stabilise the aircraft. And we want to get some of those down. As I said, it's a very complicated aircraft to fly. It's not the easiest. Just needs a little bit of taming. So, looking at where we are on our chart, our pilot's still on 2,500 feet. Our speed's climbing up again. We're approximately 10 miles out. So now what we should be thinking of doing is doing an approach. So we nip to the chart, look at where we are. We want to maybe go about 280 degrees to capture the ILS. For the ILS are now alive. We seem to be missing. Kicked out the heading command for some strange reason there. So, quick look at where we're going. Okay. That's better now. On the right side of the interceptor, click approach, should come up where mobiliser and glide slope lock. Flap 7. lights are a wee bit too bright. Can sort that. So we're above the glide, which is fine. We are just waiting for the capture of the glide. We're on approach capture, so when we get far enough out to capture the glide, which should be anytime soon, we should start our left-hand turn on final. There we go. Needles are alive. Our angle of intercept was a bit wide. However, we're still best part of 9 miles out, so that's time enough to capture things. So we'll go for flaps. Flaps 20, kick the gear down, and I'm expecting her to light up like a Christmas tree. There is something that I haven't got quite sorted out with this aircraft yet, which is its ability to scream at you when it's on final. You can cut the speed down a wee bit. Give ourselves some full props. Max torque coming down nicely. 1900 feet. Our wind is 18 knots straight ahead, so that's good. If we were online, we would actually be punching in the message just now saying we're on final. We're actually 5 miles, which is good. Feet, and I think we can possibly go for manual controls. So it's manual. Let's see how we get on now. We can use our tram to take account of the trims a wee bit high, shells, so these controls are very sensitive. Our speed's a bit high, we'll take the speed back. Pretty good coming in finals. We're still low, but there's that. we're down. So let's just roll it out to the end of the runway. We can put the flaps up. Well, I got in there with no warnings, which is the first time I've ever done that using this aircraft. It's a bit wobbly coming in, we're a bit up and down, but we made it in one piece. Got the outside, we're on the centre line, which is good as well. We're at the terminal building, we've got what looks like the EasyJet sitting there ready to depart. If that's real world, it will be going to probably Gatwick. Just pull that power a wee bit. Doesn't need much to slow this thing down, as we can see. I haven't actually touched the brakes yet. Off the runway we go. Direction arrow there telling us where to go. That's handy because we're at the threshold. Now, because we're a cargo flight, we're just going to pop it in there in the south apron at a suitable point. That's us off the runway now, so we can get rid of the strobes and the landing lights. And we can probably aim for South 3 or South 2. Go for South 2 actually. So there's I've got a Flybe Saab in there, which isn't very realistic. There's 3, we'll go for number 2. Stick it in here. Outside view with that right on the line. The throttles are being calibrated, I think, which helps. Come in here and we'll just here on the parking brake, and we remember that our ground power is on the right, so we'll kill the right engine, take them both back to ground idle. That should be us killing that engine. That's that one down, so we can turn off our taxi light. Also go to the ground power, connect our ground power, pop that to our overhead panel, switch on the external power, and we can now kill the number 1 engine. Number 1 engine coming to stop as well. We've got an auto warning telling us that. We can now pop up to the overhead panel. We can switch off our static pitot and switch off our beacon light, and we can switch off our wing lights. We can do the seat belts, etc, etc. We can turn off our generators. We can reset our aircon. We can also get rid of that error. Done. And that's it. Turn off everything else. Auto caution should be off. Our FADEC is off, autopilot's off, fuel cut off, flaps up, throttles ground idle, and that's it. Let's get some doors opened. I don't remember how to do this. There's three things you have to do to get the door open. Not in them. It's not that. There is a button you push here that gets the door open. There's it. You pull the seat out of the way. No, let's have that. Go doing that from another angle. Over here a wee bit. Open the seat. You grab the wheels and you lower the seat. Lower the ladders. That's it. So, if we just did a quick look on Project Fly, how did we do? How did we do? It hasn't picked it up. I'll have to go to the other one. Radar. Let's do that. It said that we are. It hasn't actually. We've arrived at the stand, but it hasn't picked up our landing rate. So we go to the other machine and just check. Oof, 429 feet a minute. Fantastic. We'll complete that flight. Come out of there. Come out of there. And that's it. So this was my sort of first attempt at a tutorial video in the Saab. I hope to do some more, and I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you will learn something from it. If you have any other questions relating to the Saab, don't be shy to give me a shout. I might be able to help. If not, I'll know somebody who will be able to help. So on behalf of myself and my crew, enjoy the rest of your night. Cheerio.